Got a 2005 4Runner here in the garage, in Bundy's garage. And what is happening is this tailgate is not opening correctly. Got it diagnosed down to this mechanism, the locking mechanism that comes down and connects to that right there. So you have a switch right here, right? I'm gonna call it a soft switch. It's like a soft feel, like a spongy, squeezy switch right there, right? A door latch, door handle. And then right back here you have the mechanism, the door handle mechanism that actually opens it up, door latch, the rear door latch, basically. And how you get access to this is you have this door panel here. You have little clips inside here, all along here, right? And then once you get that, or actually you got to start here, pull this off. Let's see if I can get that. Go right here, pop that little plastic piece off. You have a 10 millimeter. Oh, that was loose, so 10 millimeter, take that off. Don't lose any of this stuff, so you can put it back in. Come on, so you get the idea, you gotta take that off. I don't know what's behind here. Take that off, see what's behind here. Maybe that's the way you can gain access to the rear door latch for an emergency to open it up if you needed to, but I'll let you know that in a second. So once you get all the clips out right here, right? Once you get the bolt out, 10 millimeter bolt, you get all the clips out, you take this, you take all those out, right? And then you push it that way, you push the panel that way, and it comes out. All right, sorry about all the ruckus. That stupid vent up there. But let me get this thing, let me get it free and clear and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, to get these out, right? So it just clips back there. Can you guys see it right there? There's one. Here's the next one. So I just took the screwdriver, stuck it in there, and as I'm going around, just pulling it down, going to the next one, coming out, popping loose. There you go. Go back this way and get it loose that way, okay? And then, let's see. Oh man, this thing's soaking wet back here. Okay, boom, it's out. It's wet, so this whole, it's been raining in Southern California, this whole piece, this foam piece is wet. I should drill some holes into this, some tiny little holes, help drain the water out of here. All right, that's how you guys get that off. Okay, now, right here next is the moisture barrier. You have to pull this down to gain access to it. This black stuff is so sticky that when you try to push it back into place, it'll just hold itself into place, because that's how sticky this stuff is. And it's going to get on your hands and get everywhere. So don't just go around, go slow, just pull it down. You don't have to pull it completely off, just pull it like halfway, right there. Gain access to this rear door latch. All right, got the plastic moisture barrier down. See, I told you the black stuff would stay. So I didn't go that way. I just cut it right there. Not cut it, but it's sitting right there. There's the mechanism we need to get to right there. Right? So here's the new one. Part number for the with motor lock assembly, or lock assembly with motor, is 69110-35090. For those of you who cannot read. This part from Toyota is around $400, which is kind of silly. It is actually a genuine part. Or is it, where do I see it? Can you guys see that? No, you can't. The only marking is right there. It says Mitsu Kunitsu. I don't speak Japanese, nor do I claim to, but it says Mitsu Kinzuta. I'll put up this is the original for Toyota. So if I got it dirty a little bit, you guys could see it. Yeah, there you go. See? Get it dirty, you guys can see it. So that is the original part. I will put some links down in the description below. You guys can pick this up on Amazon for a little bit cheaper, but I don't vouch for the part or how long it will last you. Obviously, this vehicle is, what, 20 years old, and it finally failed. That, I would say, got my money's worth, right? So I want to put original parts in this Toyota because they last forever. Forever. With an aftermarket, you're taking a gamble, but I will put some links down in the description below where you guys can pick one of these up from Amazon. I'll try to find the one with the best reviews. So, got to get that little prong out, little plastic prong. Got a 10 millimeter there. We got to get this hatch cover off. That just comes off with a little screwdriver. And then there should be 2 bolts. Probably 2 bolts. Yeah. So on the new one, 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there. 1 there, 1 there, most likely 10 millimeter. And we'll go from there. There's gonna be an electrical connector too. There it is right there. Okay, there's the electrical connector. And I have to disconnect that, push that up through, get this off, just a little cover. Same black sealant that they use on this moisture barrier. And we'll go like that. I wonder if it's wet down here. Yeah, it's a little wet. Well, there we go. Don't have to drill holes. They already have holes here. Just need to take these rubber grommets off. I'm not going to throw them away. Just save them. Put them back in when it becomes 110 degrees here in Southern California. But let me get it out and I'll bring you guys back. There was 3 bolts here. 3 10 millimeters. There was a bolt there. Had to disconnect this. This part, this side actually stays connected onto the door itself. This slides out. Just took my finger, pushed this grommet through. There's this little latch for the cable for the glass that resides back in here in this plastic part. And you have this little plastic clip that goes into here that I just used needle nose pliers on and pushed it back up and through. So once I have all that, just trying to get out, push it up through the hole. Connectors right there. Boom shakalaka. All right, here's old one. 20 years old. So, oh man, that is soaking wet. This whole thing is wet. The foam is soaking wet. Okay. So grab the new one. Make sure that all lines up. New one lines up exactly. Got that. Got the wire going to the left-hand side. Wire to the left-hand side. I should put the date on here to know when it got replaced. But yeah, everything's lined up real good, real nice. All right, so just a matter of pushing it through there, putting the bolts back on, put it through the connector here, wired up there, put this plastic, that's black plastic, put the plastic clip back through, and then I'm going to shoot a little bit of like silicone spray into the new one, and then we should be good to go. So I won't bore you with that. If you've gotten this far, you guys can figure it out. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Hopefully this has helped you out. If it really has helped you, please consider subscribing to Bundy's Garage. It really helps me and my family out. Trying to hit 100,000 subscribers for 2025. I'm almost there. So hopefully we can get to 150,000 this year. If you guys need to get a hold of me for any reason, please don't hesitate at all. I try to answer back all emails that I get. I'm just extremely busy. If you guys do email me, I don't get back to you, I apologize. But I do try to get back to every single one. You can always reach me at bundysgarage@gmail.com. And like always, I'll keep them rolling for you. All right, got the latch all bolted in. Got this bolt in, got it connected, put the moisture barrier back in place. I'm not going to put the rear cover back on because I want to make sure it test it first. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it. It's that soft close. You just got to close a little bit and it sucks it in. Oh, soft button. Boom shakalaka. All right, works. Whatever you do, don't slam these around. Just go nice and gentle on them. Boom. There you go, guys. the rear door latch on a 4th generation Toyota 4Runner. All right, see you guys later.